Hello, today we're going to talk about one of my favourite essential oils, and that's carrot seed. So let's take it back. Carrot seed, we're going to talk about it because of the carotol in it, and we're going to talk about the carotol because of the sesquiterphenol content. So sesquiterphenol is our focus this month, as you know, and carotol is a wonderful chemical component of that family, brilliant for anti-inflammatory, very antihistamine, generally a really good supportive terrain component. And carrot seed is my oil I love for it. Now, the other reason I use carrot seed a lot, which you probably know, is with skincare. Carrot seed's a brilliant anti-aging essential oil. But that's not what we're doing today. What we're doing today is we're making a wound care spray. So you know the way in your first aid kit, you have antihistamine sprays and you have anti-pain relieving sprays and you have lots of bits and pieces. How nice would it be if you had a 30ml wound care spray? So it's before you dress a spray, after you clean it, before you dress it, you spray this spray onto that wound and you let those plants, beautiful therapeutic plants, get into the wound and heal it. I think it's a nicer option than some of the synthetic options we have. So this blend's really simple. We use a perfect balance of Yarrow Hydrosol and Lavender Hydrosol. So we've got a 30ml bottle and I use 15 mils of hydrosol, 15 mils of Yarrow Hydrosol, 15 mils of Lavender Hydrosol, tiny bit of glycerin just to blend the essential oils. So I have all this in here. If you don't have glycerin, you can use soluble, which is a wonderful ingredient either, and it'll help bind it all together a bit better. So it's in here. If you don't have Yarrow or Lavender Hydrosol, think outside the box and think of things like, think of medicinal oils. So think of Chamomile German, Chamomile Roman, even Cypress Hydrosol. So any of those hydrosols. The one thing I will say about hydrosols is that don't always assume that chemically they're going to be identical to their essential oil. So for example, Lavender Hydrosol is not chemically identical to lavender essential oil. So just be careful of that. They're always equally therapeutic, but sometimes they do different things. So Lavender Hydrosol, I like it as a really calm, balanced blend. But if I want something very anti-inflammatory, I'm going to use lavender essential oil. So just be aware of that. They're not chemically identical all the time. So that said, the 4 essential oils, the juicy bit, is carrot, Chamomile German, which is my medicinal go-to, lavender, as I mentioned, and yarrow. So I'm using lavender and yarrow essential oil as well as the hydrosol because I love doing that. I love marrying all aspects of the plant that we extract. So it's really simple. This is a 5% essential oil blend, so really strong, but I'm using it as a wound spray, so I want it to be strong. Just be careful with kids, don't use too much of it. So 10 drops of each, totally equal. So it's 25% of each essential oil. And carrot is very high in carotol. It can be up to 70% carotol, so really, really high in it. I haven't come across another essential oil that consistently high in the component other than carrot. So then we've got Chamomile German, and I know if you watch my YouTube videos, you've heard me say this before. I love this oil, and one of the main reasons I love it, for loads of reasons, it's anti-inflammatory purposes, mostly, but the colour. I know you can't see it in this bottle, but that deep, deep blue, it just feels so medicinal. It's lovely. And then we are going to go with 10 drops of lavender. So I always use French lavender. I've been using an Italian one recently, and it's lovely, but my heart's in Provence, so I always go back to French lavender. And then we have yarrow. So 10 drops of yarrow, and again, yarrow's got that beautiful blue, which just makes it feel more medical. It makes it feel like it's going to work hard. So 10 drops of yarrow, and I love the smell of yarrow. Yarrow essential oil and Yarrow Hydrosol smell quite different as well. It's really interesting to play with different oils and their sister hydrosols. So that's it. You put a spray bottle on this, spray cap, blend it between your hands, shake it, and you have a brilliant wound spray. I love this. Even if you're not covering a wound, it's brilliant. It's very good if you've grazed a hand and you don't need to cover it. You don't need to put a wound dressing on it, but you've grazed a part of your body, or like when kids fall and scrape their knees on stones. This is brilliant. Sometimes they need a sticky plaster and a kiss, but sometimes all you need is a wound spray. So just pump that and you'll have your wound spray. Try it, let me know what you think, and let me know if you do substitute any of the hydrosols out, and let me know how that experience is for you.